I think we'll thank Gary one last time. And Gary, thank you ever so much for sharing the
Yeah.
presentation. Into the future.nyc. There
So
we
into
go.
the future, and I'm in it. If you just give me 30 more seconds, I signed a lease just before COVID hit. I'm opening up basically a community after school enrichment space to teach mostly teenagers about the future. So I'm going to be hosting classes here designed to teach teenagers about how the world's changing. It's been a financial nightmare, but it's going to make a great story in 10 years when the business is really successful and it's like, oh, we started during COVID.
I really don't know what the future holds, but we can see how the future is changing. The native hymns that we sing today, many of them have gone to the grave with our elders because they was never passed down.
You're carrying on our culture, you're carrying on our lifeline, our bloodline.
Finisco di fare questo progetto, poi mi determinerò solo dei ragazzi, quelli giusti, vediamo se esce un campione nel mio piccolo, che è una cosa importante.
Life mwamene ilili wamene akuzira kuti mulungu ndiye amachita alenji bonse chifukwa chakuti ukafuna mutima woti ati tinkhale bwino.
Now I'm starting to realize that these kids are the biggest levers of change. This is a generation that will have to transcend everything.
There it is. Look up to the left.
When society wants to transform itself, to bring something into the world, and give birth to a new idea, they can approach it in two ways. One is what we call cathedral thinking, and this is where we agree that we're going to build something that is going to take several generations to complete. And then there is what we call Apollo thinking, where we have a vision and we say we're going to do it in a short period of time with this amount of resources. The cathedral story, it's encapsulated in the line of the wise person is one that plants a tree that they know they'll never enjoy the shade of. So with children, cathedral thinking is the act of planting a seed on a tree that will take generations to grow into maturity, to bring benefit to future generations that don't exist yet.
What's the most frustrating thing in the past 4 months?
Probably not being able to play Magic
Yeah.
with my friends like physically. Because then I'm like, they play a card and I'm like, oh, wait, what is that now?
Yeah, because you can't see it.
Yeah.
What can you learn from COVID?
What can we learn from COVID?
To treat diseases immediately?
To treat diseases immediately. Yeah, the sooner you act against something, the more leverage and influence you have. Right? It's like kids.
Yeah.
You invest a lot in babies and little kids, early in their life, the sooner you invest, the better chance for success.
It's actually not true.
It is true.
Well, for some things.
Yep. There's a saying that it's easier to...
Mythical investments.
No, it's like something about a broken man. Easier. Okay, Google, what is the quote about it's easier to invest in a child than try to fix a broken man?
It is easier to build strong children than
Yeah.
to repair broken men.
What do you think that means?
I don't know.
It's easier to build strong...
Stop!
Oh, this is where you lose it. This is the moment.
Oh, Umberto! Mettiti i guanti, così facciamo con i guanti. Ok, 1. 2. Pa! Preciso, Mirko. Pa, preciso. Esatto, visto l'obiettivo. Fai finta che dici. 1, 2, 3, oppa! Così. Pa, schiva, destra. 1, 2. 1, 2. Oh! Oh! 1. Oh. Così, via. Così, scattando. Gira. Oh, e vieni. 1. Ok, recupero, dai. Tyson. Come ti chiamavano? Tyson? Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson. Che domenica ci sono le gare, ti fai questo combattimento pure. Tranquillamente, guarda come fai al solito. Lavoro per ora niente, vero? Scuola? Come finiva la scuola? Ci devo andare. Ascolta, perché tu ti facevi un corso questo professionale per imparare un mestiere? Quello della te. Non ci sei andato più? Sì. Ma ci stai frequentando? Mi devono chiamare. Perché ancora non ho iniziato. No, non ho iniziato, hanno sospeso questo fatto del Covid. Allora, ieri è peggio di te. A scuola non ne volevo. Scappava da scuola. C'è stata la fortuna del concorso nell'esercito, ho fatto il concorso e mi hanno preso. Anzi, sei pure un pugile, c'è il gruppo sportivo, la potresti fare pure a 18 anni. Dice, tu mi chiami sempre, dici, ma dove sei? Dove sei? Dove sei?
Che poi l'altro giorno mi ha detto Gabriele non c'è qua, non è che è stato con me, ho detto poi non lo so perché nemmeno con me è stato, perché tu con questa palestra non ci stai mai. Tra politica e palestra, buon appetito.
Buon appetito. Poi c'è Umberto, lo conosci giù Umberto, no? Sì. C'è il pugile che sto lasciando in palestra con Vito. Umberto, quello che gli porta la madre.
Sì,
ti ricordi?
Sì.
Diciamo che sta affrontando un periodo un po' particolare, perciò ce l'ho un po' a cuore e sto cercando di seguirlo perché la situazione è un po' pesante, capito?
Let us give him praise, yet let us rejoice and have joy in our heart, that we may continue on to endure all these dark days of this year of 2020. Everything has changed. Even before this sickness, this virus, our native Indian churches were already seeing a downfall. We encounter what seems to be two different worlds among our native people. One world of the ceremonial way, and the other world of the way of Christianity. But nowadays, it's sad to say that we see a generation that is not ready to carry on what has been passed down throughout the years. Hello, Carolyn.
Hello.
How you doing?
Good.
Oh, well, that's good. Well, I missed you. I was just thinking about you. I almost forgot it was your birthday.
Yeah.
And how old are you going to be?
11.
11 years old. Wow. Pretty soon you're going to be a teenager.
Yeah.
So if there was anything that you might be thinking about you'd like to have or would want for your birthday, I'll see what I can do. Maybe get you something special.
After the ivory is been taken, the animals also came like hyenas and others to come and munch on the bone.
So despite COVID, poaching still goes on?
Still goes on.
Poaching.
So hapa ndra machoni kazamba off tago because nkani ya poaching ya wanaisia. Hapa ni wa pastor kwa SDA Church. Iganiza maningi nchito zetu sevenza ngakangosiza skuru nchito zanka yetu kuvutika sochi. So disa ise nchitabu nishaparo skuru zhoni kamonga na bweraho pansi pano. kufanikana chepa life ya bino che.
Wanda bakacha din samban ti kansi.
Ani sama.
Matenda ya covid mdala awononga vintu kanga tuzasurvive bwanji. Kasago ku bazungu beve economy libwe manje mu Africa. Hali mwana mu Zambia munisita depend pa milisi. Ngayo mvula mnaona video vinankala milisi sina nkale mushi. Nao mtengo wa milisi ulipansi.
Milisi ilipansi. Kwa fertilizer is 478.
Lekani nokamba ndiye hivyo kai
478. One pocket.
Uzagulisa tusakatungati twa milisi kutugule saka imosi. Makabeji saenda. Fertilizer ya dura. That's why abantu bambili sibasiya kuenda msangaganize.
Nachiona futi kutika kubwerera kumbuyo futi chamene chilengesa futi. Mavuto ngati apitirira.
Vonse vachita bwanji na matenda abwera. Muona maborders vanachita bwanji vanavhara. Vintu vonse si mu Zambia mweka vintu vonse vachita bwanji vadini.
You got everything and had a day of productivity.
I got so much done, including some into the future accounting things.
Very good.
Yeah. I totaled up all the things that into the future needs to pay us back.
The bleeding of the money is very real. It's very real. Over the past few weeks, I have started to rethink my business. This is not a business for online. It is about conversations that are in person, objects that we're touching and building and sharing.
Oh, volcano? Daddy, volcano.
Oh, yeah. And what's that one?
Mookite Jasper.
Mookite Jasper.
Oh.
What's the next thing?
I don't know.
You don't know? What do you think we gotta do? We got the dirt. What's next? What's missing?
The seed.
So we don't have seeds, but what do we have in place of seeds? Plants?
Just we're not planting anything.
Oh no, we are gonna plant them.
No, that's not planted.
Why not?
Because you don't grow it from a seed.
Oh yeah, we're gonna skip a step. Go ahead. We need 4 holes. In cathedral thinking, where one generation begins a project that future generations will complete, that first generation has the responsibility to build the foundation and to lay the cornerstone. That's it. Put it in that hole. The analog or parallel to cathedral thinking in a non-Western indigenous populations construct is the 7th generations, right? We do things with the consideration that it needs to be sustainable for 7 more generations. Very similar to cathedral building, and that you're planting seeds, you're building something, you're establishing a new foundation that needs to outlast your life. We're gonna straighten up.
We saw 2 really poles. We put one in there and one in there.
Really?
Papa, who was that preacher that just passed away?
Oh, the preacher that just passed away recently. He was, his name was Sidney. There's other preachers that also were infected by this COVID, and they too had passed. I think there was like maybe 4 of them total.
If you got sick, I would be afraid because you have diabetes, so it's just gonna be harder.
You know, this church been here for a lot of years. You know, there used to be camps all the way around right here and over here. That's the way it used to be. Well, within the Muskogee Church, all the preaching was in the Muskogee language. All the singing was in the Muskogee language. But a lot of our native churches began to just sing English. And it's becoming rare to have the Muskogee Creek hymns. And so that's the next thing that is going to come a time when that's going to be gone.
Papa,
Mm-hmm.
what do these Creek songs mean?
The songs that we sing in the church today, many of these songs have come during the time of removal. Some of the other tribes say Trail of Tears, but ours was the removal of our homeland. And so even today, we sing some of them songs today. Like Yama Ishti Mithkidan, Tehoya Nayof, tells us about the suffering that our ancestors went through. And so those are just some of the things I want to share with you while I have time.
Beh, ce la fai? Piano piano, eh? Dice bello che stamattina mi stavo coricato, no? Sacrifici, sacrifici, forza. Andiamo a battere. Forza Umberto, dai! Vieni Umberto, qua c'è pure un ragazzo mio, un pugile che è cresciuto con me, piccolino, e adesso è cresciuto col pugilato e vedo l'infanzia mia, perché io pure così ero. Ci interessavamo del quartiere e comunque speriamo noi sempre il meglio del suo quartiere e chi ci può aiutare.
C'è bisogno di gente.
E anche volontari che vogliono fare.
Come lo facciamo noi?
Come è incominciata, Tony, questa associazione?
L'associazione è cominciata da quando c'è il reddito di cittadinanza. Invece di starci a casa sul divano, ci siamo dati una possibilità per appartenenza nel nostro quartiere. Allora abbiamo creato questa associazione di pulire un po' il nostro quartiere.
Finalmente!
Vuoi dire che quando mi chiami non ti rispondo?
Sempre, sempre.
Ah, mi pare.
Guarda che cosa c'è qui. Abbiamo fatto l'altra volta la segnalazione, hanno tolto tutto.
Ma non è dove abbiamo fatto lavare
sì,
15 giorni fa.
Questo mi fa tanta rabbia che lo dobbiamo segnalare noi cittadini del quartiere, problematiche di infiltrazioni, problematiche
e quelli
di
della
residenza.
circoscrizione?
Circoscrizione dove sono? Dove li vedi? Solo per le votazioni, sempre le solite cose. Allora io sono stanco di sta politica.
Vi faccio un atto scritto sicuramente al Consiglio Comunale, al Parlamento, all'assessore regionale, però intanto ci facciamo una bella denuncia in diretta. Allora, siamo in diretta qui dallo Zen, insieme al nostro amico Salvo Tranchina. La situazione qual è?
Sempre la stessa situazione, Vincenzo. Siamo abbandonati e guarda cosa c'è, lo segnaliamo sempre e non ci aiuta nessuno.
Bene, allora invitiamo il sindaco che sarà certamente stanco. Orlando, io so che tu sei stanco perché giustamente lavori tanto. Allora vieniti a riposare qua. Abbiamo dei materassi, ti puoi venire qui a rilassare. C'è tanta gente che passa e dice perché dobbiamo vivere in queste condizioni.
I ragazzi come vanno? Bene, bene, solamente la su tuo, meglio tu separare. Sto Covid ci sta rovinando, però le soddisfazioni lo sai che mi stai pigliando, perché lo sai.
Ja già i campioni regionali hanno portato all'italiano, lo so. Tu devi cercare di trovare
80 ragazze, non è che dai uno.
Ma tu ti ricordi quando pigliamo un pugno mentre facevamo che se mi pigliò il cane che stavamo morendo noi?
Spacco da solo. Ci siamo inseriti assieme, tu mi hai fatto conoscere il pugilato. Abbiamo avuto poi lo stare di vesti.
Vabbè, tu
io mi arrollavo,
e io ti seguo all'acquedotto.
All'acquedotto.
Poi ho avuto un problema, tu lo sai, un problema.
Quanti anni faciste in totale?
14 chini.
14 anni, sì.
La cosa buona, sai che cosa è stato? Che io ho studiato. Prima non capivo. Quando una persona parlava e cosa diceva, non capivo chi dice. Oggi so quello che dice, cioè la capisco la parola. Oggi come oggi una persona finisce o vero, o sbagliato, o non è giusto, o è giusto. Pago, finito, da cosa non ci interessa. Dimentichiamo e passa. Il passato è passato.
Meglio cosa.
E non fa. Non c'è magari sempre un futuro.
I was sent to prison for 5 years. I was a poacher. On one occasion, I came across a pangolin. That's when I was captured. Traditionally, poaching is passed on from parent to children. This myth has been adapted for so long. How do I cut it? That's my fear. My sons. Infutine sindine naigura neka ni ya family ni aba mdala pamene sevenza mu game sense control naigura iyi so infuti siyenekera kuigurisa one and chamene nenekera okuuzani ni chakuti muona ine infuti naenda nayo napanya nonse munakulira munyama te mwizi wakani Pati manje mukafuna kuenda musanga ni machita bwanji ni malesa munandu wachani munaona mwameni namangiriwa ino ng'ombe pa nyumba zonse zinachita bwanji zinasira kugulisa kuti nichoke
manje mfuti tizungira chani manje ngati kuibe kuenda
ng'ombe yapa manje mfuti chemeti isungira ni ng'ombe muzi wabakawala ya mabwira sometimes bali na mfuti so ng'ombe zamene tili nazo zamene nziyayo tili bantu bazayo pati pache pamuzi pali bandani pali mfuti.
Mwaka bwanje wa makefali. Ndine watatu wa kefali. Kulinkani ya minufuna kuti nikuzeni.
Okay.
Bapongo dini wakabuya. Mbauze kuti.
Ili alive?
Yeah, chikali moyo.
All right.
Okay. You ready? What we want to do is imagine an experience that we can put inside of our gorilla cart and take to Prospect Park, find a few teenagers, and blow their mind and get them interested into the future. So unfortunately, our smoke and weed crowd is not here. There's a bunch of teenagers that sit over there and smoke a joint each day. They would have been good to engage. Oh my God, now it's like, where are the teens? Right? That, well, part of the lesson, this is really more designed for teenagers. Part of the lesson is to talk about when computers can see the world and understand the world, right? Like imagine being able to pull out your phone and point your phone at a tree and the phone would know what type of tree it was. This was made in the bottom of the ocean, like at a, where...
Is this like gold?
No, it's fool's gold, right? It's a mineral, like a stone.
Do you like come here, what do you do?
So the idea here is that I am going to come to the park and give little lessons, right? So come to the park and give lessons to kids and teenagers. That's the idea. And we're just kind of walking around the park right now to test out that concept. And we're failing miserably, except with you.
Well, how are you failing? Like,
It's a midlife crisis failure. Yeah, Zoe. Because, thank you, sweetie. Because I'm trying to find teenagers.
But how do you know if you're failing? What do you mean?
That's a
failing?
good question.
They're saying no. They just did. They're like, well,
That's a good question. We actually haven't met them yet, and I don't know how to meet them. So I'm.
Say, oh hi, just come. They'll be.
Yeah, maybe I could hire you, and you could go find the teenagers. All right, guys.
Young people have more capacity to imagine new solutions because they are not married to the old solutions or the existing solutions. Is this an opportunity to reframe youth away from being the economic engines of pop culture to youth being the engineers and the problem solvers of the future?
You don't miss basketball? What? So you don't miss basketball? Oh. Oh. Hold on. Switch, that's a good switch right there.
No.
No?
I mean, for you.
All right. So after you graduate high school, you gonna go to college for
engineering.
Engineering? Well,
but it would be a lot of years of school, but it would be worth it.
Yeah, for sure. Go to school as long as you want. Definitely be better than me.
Hey, I got that.
Thank you.
I put straws in the bag and napkins and salt and ketchup.
Thank you. I was always grateful for the life that we had, you know. Papa always made sure we knew of church. Grandma always made sure we knew of ceremonial. And so I think we honestly do have the best of both worlds because we, you know, it's learning your history, how we got here. All these kids, you know, that they're finding, you know, all these mass graves. You know, these are the traditions, you know, ceremonial. It's what they try to kill. It's what they try to get rid of. They try to do away with. And then religious Christianity is what they also too taught us, you know, a new way of life, you know, new higher power or whatever you want to call it, you know. So learn both, ask questions, you know, continue to ask questions. so that way you can learn how to pass that on. You know the answers, and you can pass that on to your children. You know, should be very involved. I'm sure everyone has their own culture, their own traditions, but you know, we're here to keep ours alive. All right?
Hello, Eugene.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to drop off a little care package for you. You feeling any better, or is it about the same?
About the same, I guess.
So I guess this is hitting our native churches in the rural areas pretty hard this time around.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Beato lui che ama l'altro. Quanto se fosse lontano da lui, quanto se fosse accanto a lui. Diamo il giusto valore ad ogni uomo, ad ogni persona, ad ogni fratello, perché tutti siamo di Dio.
Ma notizie non ce n'è?
La notizia mi hanno rigettato di nuovo.
Non mi dare brutte notizie. Perché c'è la benedizione del Papa, c'è figlio.
C'è come fortuna, c'è una fortuna.
Esatto.
Per ora non è periodo mio. Mi hanno rigettata dicendo che il personale a Palermo sono troppo piene, le caserme, Pordenone è sotto organico, le solite cose. Ma siccome è un diritto che io devo accudire la bambina e mia moglie lavora, perciò me l'hanno rigettata, non sanno come me la devono girare.
E noi siamo anziani.
Lo so, pazienza,
E noi soffriamo, che sei lontano.
vabbè, intanto il discorso è Giovanni è qua che è bambine, noi andiamo avanti e io faccio salire e scendi per ora. L'importante sono i ragazzi, che noi ci stiamo lavorando con i ragazzi. Io ai ragazzi gli posso dare dei regolamenti, sai, sul mio clamoroso in palestra, devi spiegargli certe cose, queste cose non farle, questo sì, questo no. Alcuni genitori mi aiutano, alcuni no, però vabbè, si va avanti, per ora si va avanti. Speriamo che la cosa continui.
Se ne vanno di qua e di là in giro
a fare
quello
che vogliono. Buonasera, ciao.
Ciao, salve.
A posto?
Sì. Tu?
Tutto ok. Vabbè, tu
prepariamo il circuito per
i
i
ragazzi?
bambini.
Sì, durante la settimana cosa gli fai fare a questi ragazzi?
Ma lunedì faccio fare il potenziamento alle gambe. Bambini
E i
con
piccoletti?
La...
E invece i piccoletti?
I bambini, i piccoletti già li metto in guardia e gli faccio fare questo
Occhio
della
che
schiva.
sono dei terroristi.
Ah, lo so.
Ciao, mi raccomando.
Si fa quello che si può, Totò, nelle nostre possibilità.
Lo so. Lo sai com'è? Che ogni volta che parto c'è famiglia, pensieri di ragazzi, sono tante cose che uno lasciarli mi...
Lo so.
Perché l'ultima volta li ho persi tutti. Abbiamo avuto questa intoppo e L'abbiamo persi tutti, ora l'abbiamo ripreso e non voglio riperderli perché riperderli significa
che
è finito tutto.
Esatto. Facciamo entrare?
Sì. Aspetta che apriamo le porte. 1, 2, 3, 4, dai. 3, 4, di nuovo. Aspetta. Piccino. Tu gioca. Ragazzi, mettiamoci tutti centrali, che prima vi devo dire una cosa. Tutti di fronte là. Lunedì io parto, me ne vado a Pordenone, riscenderò, mancherò un periodo, lascio il maestro Vito, è la mia persona, ok? Allora a me mi dispiace lasciarvi perché è giusto, ogni volta che vi lascio è una cosa impegnativa, perché mi impegno sempre con voi, lascio la famiglia, tutto, lascio per voi. Però ragazzi, mi raccomando, rispettate le regole, fate i bravi, siamo un bel gruppo. La maggior parte siete bravi, siete pugili, ormai i grandi date esperienza ai bambini, imparate ai bambini delle regole, tutte cose. Ok? Poi Umberto, mi raccomando, dagli una mano pure a Maestro Vito, a seguire i ragazzi. Umberto, Andrea, tutti i ragazzi che sono disponibili, soprattutto tu perché sono più affezionato a te, va bene? Mi raccomando.
Un applauso al maestro Tranchina.
Ok? Va bene.
This will be for Carolyn. I'm going to make this recording for my granddaughter, for the new generation, because of all the changes that I have seen, especially this past year, due to the COVID. But as we go forward through this new year, we just want to be able to pass down some of the wisdom and knowledge that we gained from our elders, from our ancestors from many years ago. You are precious. In the sight of your grandfather.
Hayo kosa tayari munkani ni mwati chitambara paoneka. Chitambara ali kuti?
Chitambara vanamugwira.
Vanamanga. Vane vabururu vanga inchito yachita bwanji yarimba inkani tichite bwanji tisiye uone kuti tingachiteko chani mulai
zadya chani manje mvula kulibe zinaroke tizadya chani
manje ise naye sitifuna kuti tichinje manje capital tilibe that's why tiona kuti yoenda musanga iliko musho chira kuti uyambe kugula ma fertilizer machani ero mvula muona tisinaroke musho
nichiti chabwino onani wewe nzoona monga bafuna kudyesa bana koma manje kugwiriwa musanga bapairatu bana
ni plan bwanje mimi mwabrana mimi chira Poaching mfuna kutaniza naye
imwe mubwere tizapanga timu nizakujibirani ko ni press mpase ni seed ya tomato na mkwara vose vanatipasa muyambe kulima
manje kaili chokudya cha tikapezi chokudya pamene apa kuti tilime vintu vipye kapena vina nguli ma 3 months so kuti tipezi chakudya tikafika kuti kapena tiendelee tu first mu coaching karasti kapeze
nipeze ngani yanga hiyo kapena ngaende karasti
mwezi ndani ujana imba nyimbo ati karasti kama kala mugenza ati karasti kama retere wale mkamati hapo magaiza naenda navaona hai festival nilizira phone boy tili nakagoyaso chani pangolini ni kuru bwanja tani chikuru cha moyo ate nataka chifukwa baya afu na chamo funa cha moyo ata no problem so manje nikumvera na bila nata imwe chamene mwene kilo chita mwene kila kubwera mwachishanta somewhere vini ni customer tikakumanira pati pa place iyo noti kuita titakumanira pa manyumba muzo pa manyumba ni mawani
so umuuze atitirirete ine mzani peza pamene pano niyembekeza chikulu chene tifuna ni kugwira bajama kingpins bene bachita finance coaching elo chipango lini making sure kuti chili moyo wambela
Hello?
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 Yes, mdala mwaka mwacho mabwaji?
Atora imwe.
Bueno. Okay, so mwaleta pafupi katundu?
Abaka kututu itaye pafupi, but yoha kala wama waluka. Na ili mwave ningesula wana. So mwana tika tabwaji.
Okay, the person in Chabe good 30 minutes in Africa, my imagine.
Okay, I pekeza please.
Lo devo fare avvicinare. Via. Lo devo fare avvicinare. Ok, via. 3 colpi. 1, 2, 3. Via. Dai. Dai Umberto, abbiamo finito. Gli ultimi 5, dai. Via, l'ultimo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ok. Respira. Mi raccomando, tutta la settimana io parto, perciò segui la strada giusta, mi raccomando, nel quartiere, non ti perdere nelle cose, sai cosa mi riferisco, perciò voglio che prosegui una strada giusta perché devi avere un futuro tuo. Il tuo futuro qual è?
Certo, farmi una famiglia,
che è importante.
Sistemarmi, un bel lavoro, anche fare divertire i miei figli.
È giusto così.
Allora, sono entrato in palestra 2 anni fa e mi sono cominciato a calmare un po', mi sono tranquillato, non diciamo che mi sono dimenticato delle cose brutte, perché le porterò per sempre, però mi sono alleggerito un poco. E da quando sono entrato in palestra, niente, mi è cambiata la vita.
Ci sentiamo, se c'è una problematica mi chiami sempre, non ci sono problemi. Sappiamo sempre come rimediare per le problematiche. I problemi sanno risolvere sempre. Va buono?
Va bene.
Ok, tu un bel abbraccione e ne andiamo a casa per stasera, va bene? Ok, dai.
this will be for Carolyn. I'm going to make this recording for the new generation. We never thought we would see something like this, where our church doors would be closed due to this sickness. You know, it's sad to say, and a generation that is evolving now has lost that commitment. Our native language is dwindling down, and even our native hymns that we sing in our churches today is beginning to fade. And so it is my duty to share with you the knowledge of the Creek Church, mainly the Muskogee hymns, so that one day you'll be able to listen to it, knowing that in your struggles, in your times of hardship and sorrows, you'll never be alone. There's always going to be somebody with you. Isakita isi laikis na o makot
that I did when I was a baby.
Sachitananda?
Yeah. No.
That's reality is gorgeous.
That's Sachitananda. Existence?
No. Remember the one when I was...
know this one.
Yeah, this one.
Drinking.
When you're in the way of waking up and finding out who you really are, what you do is what the whole universe is doing at the place you call here and now. You are something the whole universe is doing in the same way that a wave is something that the whole ocean is doing. The real you is not a puppet which life pushes around. The real deep down you is the whole universe. So then, when you die,
that means universe.
You're not going to have to put up with everlasting non-existence, because that's not an experience. A lot of people are afraid that when they die, they're going to be locked up in a dark room forever, and sort of undergo that.
This is a generation that will have to transcend everything. The social systems, the economic systems, the environmental systems, they are going to have to transcend into the new eras of all of those things, while still including and bringing along with them the older systems and the remnants of the older systems and the people that still cling desperately to those older systems. Because in the past we have transcended and alienated people. So how do you transcend and include?
ine time pamene neze munyamata masaizi ano nzoona munga milandu zitangiza nzeli bemanta kuti ninyamuke nizoziba kuti atikuenda mu national park ni mlandu
ati mwenzo nyamuka
nzi nyamuka naenda manje pali lero imwe so time ija ife sitenzo chiona kuti ati ni milandu zili bwanji chili chibwete nzoona chabe munga ni tabu chintu chosobereza but lero nikuuza iwe pamene usapite mwamene inapita ine kupanga milandu. Crime does not pay, dear son.
Kwanje so apa tingachite bwanji kuti tingaleko chemushi chikuvutika kusoche. Nyafiona mvura kulima vintu zivikula mushi, mvura inasiya kudoka mushi.
Chifukwa chakuti ukafuna mutima wote ati tinkhale bwino chifukwa mvura kuno tili mafamazi kuyenekera kunkhala munthu woyembekeza mu chizungu bakambati patience.
Gira! Più veloce! Gira cazzo, gira i piedi!
The languages and our people dying out means a lot to me because one day it'll just be gone, like nothing happened. I know both worlds, my ceremonial side and my religious side. I know what I can and can't do on each side. And when I grow up, I want to keep it going.
Morning, sorry about that. Hey Jasper, I was gonna leave a little note in here for you saying, good morning Jasper, because I knew you would go to it. So we're gonna talk about the past, present, and future of creativity. First thing is, what inspired human beings to be creative? Why was there a need for human beings to be creative?
They were creative because of all the things around them.
Yeah, so they were creative because they were inspired by the things around them.
All the things we have now were created by somebody, and we would never have these really important things without creativity.
What types of technologies do we need in the future? What do you think, what types of technologies?
We need a cure for COVID.
Cure for COVID.
Making a machine to revive the dead. You have to be creative to create that, right?
Interesting. How many people think computers and technology in the future will help us be more creative? Hands up. How many people think it'll make us less creative?
I've always struggled with the name of Into the Future. I'm now trying to imagine what is the name of the thing that I'm really trying to do.
All right, let's do it. Safety mode, safety mode. Everyone up, everyone up. Who really wants to do bubbles first?
Which is build a foundation for young people to expand their view of the world, to be able to think creatively, critically about how the world's changing. But it is less about the future than it is the foundational mindset that they'll need for the future.
It's about learning to be present and knowing when to think critically or playfully when imagining new ways of living. We get to make the choice. How do we want to live on this planet together?
Dai.